Hey folks, welcome back to the Hearing Club, the best hearing aid YouTube channel in the world. All right, probably not the best in the world, but not bad, right? So guess what time it is? It is time for the reign of the Philips 9050. That's right. The 9050 is finally coming out and it's going to be available tomorrow on the 28th. Now, this is going to be available in Pennsylvania. As far as California and the other Costco's around the world, I have no idea. But at our Costco, it's going to be here tomorrow. Now, before I even get started, I got to let you guys know the disclaimer. I'm a Costco employee, and nothing I say in these videos ever have or ever will contain the opinions of Costco. These are all my opinions. These are all, it's all me, not Costco. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, I hope you guys are excited. We are all excited. We've been waiting for this hearing aid to come out for a very long time now. It's almost like they're messing with us, right? Like it should have been out by now, but whatever. It's here now. You guys can go order it tomorrow. All right. Before I even get started on the 9050 and some of the details and some of the features and upgrades that they're going to have, I first want to let you guys know what's going on, just do a little bit of housekeeping. So number one, Elehear. Can you guys see that? There we go. The Elehear Beyond. Elehear was so nice that they sent me their newest hearing aid that's going to be coming out. Really excited about this one. I really like the Elehear Alpha Pros, but these, the Beyond, are pretty exciting. Artificial intelligence, a couple other great things, a lot of great updates. So I'm looking forward to doing that review, and I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing it. You guys also might remember a name, Elehear. They have graced me with the Saturn and the Mars. So I'm looking forward to those reviews as well. I'm really excited. Got a lot of stuff coming out for you guys. And then what I'm probably most excited about is Jabra. The good folks at GN were so nice. They sent me a pair of the Jabra Enhance Select 500 over-the-counter hearing aids. I can't tell you guys how excited I am for myself to be able to review these hearing aids, but also to let you guys know these are probably, honestly, the best, in my opinion, the best over-the-counter hearing aids on the market, period. So really looking forward to that. Now, how about these 9050s? So the 9050s, everybody's been wanting these. Everybody's been waiting impatiently for them. I found out about this a while ago, but kind of got in trouble. I'm not really allowed to tell you guys when future products are coming out, even though I was like, it was hurting my soul, you know, knowing when these were going to come out, but not really being able to share any of that. But they're coming out tomorrow, so super excited. So what exactly are the upgrades, the updates? What's new with these hearing aids? A lot, a whole lot. Now, I did do a video on the 9050s, all the nitty gritty details, but I had some legal issues and maybe a couple copyright things here and there, so I had to take down the video, but I'm gonna put it back up with some revisions, some things that I had to omit, unfortunately, but it's coming out. Actually, after this video, you should watch that video because that's gonna go into the details and all the good juicy stuff that these awesome hearing aids have to offer. So number one, these hearing aids, this is probably one of the biggest technological leaps between generations of the Philips or Demont hearing aids. So the Philips 9050s, what they're equivalent to is the Oticon Intent. Now the Oticon Intent has come out months ago, absolutely fantastic hearing aids, and these are the equivalent to that. So the Oticon, the way they do their hearing aids and the way most other big manufacturers of hearing aids present these is they give you several different technology levels. So you've got the Oticon Intent 1, 2, 3, and the 4. And the 4 is the lowest technology level. The 1 is the highest technology level, the premium technology level. More advanced features, just a more advanced hearing aid, better all around, but more expensive. Well, that's what you're going to be getting with the Philips 9050 is the equivalent to the Oticon Intent Uno, the 1. Now, let's talk about the details. So number one, I'm going to go over some of the small details is the charging. So they have a new charger and you're going to be able to charge these things for 1 hour and get pretty much a full day's use out of them, which is incredible. So if you forget to charge these hearing aids overnight, like I do pretty much every day, so right before you take a shower, you realize, hey, my hearing aids weren't in the charger. You can put them in the charger while you're in the shower, maybe 35, 45 minutes. Well, that's how long my showers are, and get almost a full day's charge out of them. So much quicker charging. To get an absolute full charge, I think it's going to be around a couple hours. So that's one pretty cool upgrade that we get to look forward to. These hearing aids are also going to have some new features in the fitting software for all you fitters out there and for all you DIY hearing aid programmers. It is called ACT or ACT, which stands for Audible Contrast Threshold. Now, in the full review that I do, I go into detail with this, but this is basically a new quick test that we can run on certain audiometers, and it's going to test your hearing and noise. And we're going to be able to take that score or that metric, put it in the fitting software, and the fitting software is going to decide based on how well you hear in noise or how poorly you hear in noise. It's going to automatically or recommend certain settings for the noise reduction, for the comfort level settings, all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be a much easier fitting process or programming process for us fitters. And for all you guys that have the audiometers that support this, it's just going to be a much more streamlined programming process. So really, really cool stuff. These hearing aids are also going to have new receivers. So kind of sucks for all the people fitting these. Now we've got a whole nother set of receivers that we have to, keep in stock, but it's going to be a more advanced receiver. So for all you fitters out there, when you're detecting the hearing aids and you have to select, well, is this the left hearing aid or the right hearing aid? That's gone. Just like the Jabra, Beltone, Resound hearing aids. Now, when you put on the receiver, it's going to automatically detect whether it's a left or a right. So that's going to make that process a little bit easier. Have you ever done an REM session and you find out you've got the left set up as the right and the right set up as the left? Yeah, that really sucks. So that's going to be a problem no more. Now, the actual hearing aid itself is going to be just a tiny bit thicker. When I first looked at pictures of this, I thought it was going to be significantly thicker and more cumbersome, but it's barely even noticeable. But it is going to be a different shape. It's going to look a little bit different. Not a bad thing, just different. Along with the different shape of the hearing aid, it's also going to have only one button on each hearing aid. So instead of a really small up and down button for each hearing aid, which can be kind of hard to tell whether you're hitting up or down, it's just going to be one very tactile button. Much easier to use, just less options for the actual settings that you can control with the physical buttons. Now, if you're using an app, not a big deal. You can change everything. You can change the volume individually. You can change programs. But if you're one of those folks that doesn't use an app, then one button might be kind of off-putting for you, but it is going to be much easier to tell where the button is and what it's doing. So with the one button, usually the way we set that up is the right hearing aid is going to be volume up and the left hearing aid is going to be volume down. All right. Now, a couple of the really, really big upgrades, and this is really big, is the new Bluetooth codec. So it's going to have the new Bluetooth LE audio, which is going to allow you to use ORCast. You guys have heard about ORCast. A lot of you are complaining about it. I get it. The iPhone, you can't even really do anything with it yet, but hopefully that's going to change. I'm going to do some research and try to figure out when we're going to get access to that. Because I did find on Amazon an ORCast receiver or transmitter. So you can basically plug this bad boy into your computer, maybe into your TV, and you could broadcast the audio to anybody in the area. So I'm going to be doing some testing with this, but I don't have a Samsung phone that allows me to do that, so that kind of sucks. I'm trying to figure that out. If you guys want to send me a Samsung S23 or S24, hey, I wouldn't complain. Now, ORCast, for all you guys that don't know or are not aware of, is it's going to be replacing the old-fashioned telecoil system. So just imagine you're at church or you're at an airport. Let's say you're at church, and how many of you, raise your hand, have trouble understanding the sermon? Yeah. So you're going to be able to go on your phone, okay? And you're going to be able to go into the ORCast menu, and it's going to bring up a list. Like when you're searching for Wi-Fi, you're going to be able to see these different ORCast transmissions. And you just select one, you connect to it, and now suddenly you've got a direct audio feed. So you're going to be able to hear everything that the preacher, the priest is saying into the microphone. It's going to be directly fed into your hearing aids, crystal clear, which is amazing. Now, along with ORCast, with the new Bluetooth, it's going to have higher bandwidth and it's going to require less battery consumption. So it's not going to drain the battery as much, and it's going to have better sound quality, better audio quality, so more clear speech if you're listening to a church sermon or whatever. So that's really exciting stuff. I can't wait to test them out and get the feedback from the patients, which I will be giving you guys as soon as we start fitting these things. All right. Now, the biggest upgrade or update is going to be the new accelerometer. This accelerometer in the hearing aid is going to be able to track your head and body movement. So what this is going to do is this is going to give the hearing aid a new input, a new set of data that's going to be able to tell what the user's intent is. What are your intentions? What does that mean? Well, and that's why they named the Oticon intent. So if you are talking one-on-one to one person, you're not going to have as much head movement. And the hearing aids are going to assume that you're talking to one person, direct face-to-face, one-on-one conversation. And what that's going to do is that's going to tell the hearing aids, we need to have the microphones in a more fixed frontal position. And we also are going to increase the noise reduction. Now, if you are moving your head from the left and the right, the hearing aids are going to assume that your intent is to speak to multiple people. So what that's going to do is that's going to open up the microphone directionality to try to pick up sound from a wider angle from multiple speakers, and it's going to make other changes to the hearing aids on the fly based on that head movement. Now, the hearing aid's also going to be able to know whether you're walking or you're running. So if you're walking, the hearing aids are going to assume that you're not talking to anybody, and it's going to turn off all that noise reduction technology, and it's going to turn off the directional fixed microphone position so that you can hear your surroundings. Maybe you're going for a walk or you're outside. You need to hear where those cars are coming from. You may want to hear the birds singing, so you don't want all that noise reduction stuff turned on. You want to be able to hear your surroundings and have more of a natural sound. So really exciting stuff. The hearing aids are also taking in more information than just your head and body movement. This is going to be extra information that's going to be given to the hearing aids. So really, really cool stuff. Lots of big updates and upgrades. We are going to fit a ton of these things. Now, at the same time, I kind of feel bad for you guys because there's so many great options with hearing aids right now. Now, I'm talking about just Costco, but Costco has the Rexton hearing aids, the Rexton Reach, the Jabra Enhanced Pro 20, and now the Philips 9050. These are all the latest generation hearing aids that these great manufacturers have to offer, and there's just so many good options. There's not a bad hearing aid in the bunch. With Jabra, you have the, in my opinion, unparalleled noise reduction. I mean, it is great. Probably the best noise reduction in the industry. With Rexton, the Reach, the time I spent wearing the Rexton Reach, the sound is just so good. Just watch the Rexton Reach video that I did. I explain it, I go into detail, and I share with you guys my personal experience. And then you have the Philips 9050s. The Philips hearing aids, the reason we fit so many of these, and I've talked to other Costco locations, they do the same thing. They're just probably the most reliable hearing aid. There's just no issues with them other than with the 9040s, the lower battery capacity. That's all going to be fixed with this new 9050, and I don't think there's a bad thing about these hearing aids. The only one complaint that I have, the one single complaint that I have with the Philips hearing aids is the lack of options in the app. Now, for all you hearing aid manufacturers out there, please listen to what I'm about to say. This pertains to you, and this will make your hearing aids so much, or the user experience so much better, in my opinion. Talking to the hundreds and hundreds of patients, being the person where the road meets the rubber. I mean, not everybody wants a simple app. People want options. And another issue on the flip side of that is sometimes there's too many options, right? Sometimes you show the app to these patients and it's just overwhelming. There's too many options. So there is this device called a hearing aid remote. It's a little remote and it has 3 buttons, sometimes just 2, an up and a down and a program button. Very simple to use. It's very hard to mess it up. And that is the most basic of the hearing aid functions that somebody might want to use. With your guys' apps, if you're afraid of inundating people with too many options, in the app, as a fitter, let us set up the app in 2 different ways. Have a basic option and then have an advanced option. The basic option, just make it an up and down volume and maybe a program button, and that's it. No confusing advanced options or advanced features. And then if you have somebody that is more technically inclined, give us, the fitter, the option to go into the app, go into the settings, and turn on advanced mode. Give them noise reduction. The perfect app would have a directional microphone feature that has, just like Rexton, they have the best directional microphone feature in the industry. Give us a equalizer. Heck, give us an equalizer with more than 3 bands. Give us an equalizer with 12 bands. Let the folks decide what they want to use. Give us a noise reduction option, a variable noise reduction option, the Find My Hearing Aids, all those features. That would be the perfect app. If Philips did that, you guys would have the perfect hearing aid. I'm telling you. So that's the main things that have been updated with the new Philips 9050. Now, if you guys want more details and you want to dive into the specifications and how all this technology works, watch the next video, the Philips 9050 introductory video. I go into all the details and you guys can learn what's going on, how the artificial intelligence works. It's a great video. Watch it. And the last thing is the price. It's going to still be $1499.99, so $1,500. For anybody that doesn't know, when you get a hearing aid at Costco, you're going to get a 3-year warranty, 2-year loss and damage protection, a 6-month money back guarantee, not 30 days. So you get plenty of time to really make sure this is the right hearing aid for you. And one more note before I close out this video, and I'm going to do a separate video on this very soon after I get all these reviews done, is I know many of you probably watch Dr. Cliff. He's a great audiologist, very, very knowledgeable. He knows what he's talking about. He's a lot smarter than I am and knows a lot more than I do. And I don't claim to know everything. I don't even claim to know a lot. I just share with you guys the information that I do know, and then you guys can make your own determination. But one thing that he said that really kind of caught me by surprise and caught me off guard is he said he does not recommend Costco anymore because they don't follow best practices and a couple other things. They sell cheaper like factory seconds. These are not the good hearing aids. These are like cheaper versions. That's not true. Again, I'm going to be making a full video on this and I'm going to go into detail and I'm going to show you guys and prove to you that Costco A does follow best practices. B, these are not cheap hearing aids. The price is cheap. The quality is the same quality you would get somewhere else. And not only is it good quality hearing aids, they are the premium technology counterparts to these other hearing aids you get, like Miracle Ear, Signia, True Hearing. They all sell different technology level hearing aids. Well, the Rextons are the high technology level, the premium technology level. These are not stripped down versions of the hearing aids. And I'll get into all that in a future video. I just don't want you guys to get the wrong impression, all right? I'm not saying Costco is the best place to get hearing aids, but it is a darn good place where you're gonna get quality hearing aids. And no, they're not paying me to say this. They don't even like me making these videos, to be honest. So that's it. I'm gonna close out the video. If you guys have any questions about the new 9050s, watch this next video or leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have questions. If you're confused about anything or just anything, just talk to me and I'll get back to you guys. All right. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, blah, blah, blah. I will see you guys very soon in another video. All right. Have a great day, everybody.